over it.
Yeah, I can record it on MP4 and. Okay.
I just auto-logging on.
Sorry, I clicked by accident.
Good. Yeah.
So
Live.
it's okay, let's
Tofu, what's the timestamp where we ended last time?
Posted it one chat.
Tofu?
I feel you. I really feel you. Yeah.
I think it was like on the second point of Dorado. Run around there or something.
Do I have
think
a
it's
video
around.
open? Or what should I be doing?
Can join on the channel, on the bots channel. There is a link. You can sign up
Okay.
on this website. Then you can join us.
What link?
If you go to Void
Is it in
bots.
pinned? Pinned?
No, it's in bots. I don't think he can see it because it's not a team
He
member.
can see it. I set the rights.
Yes, mute the server.
Just mute the channel. No, what? Then it's gone for everyone.
So, just quickly, can you tell me a bit about your like esports team and stuff?
Really grim. That's the best.
Like, not everyone's here today, but
when are we to all at once? What the fuck?
yeah, we are around 4K, and we just recently got together. You're our first VOD recorder.
Yay!
I'm trying to help those big boys getting better.
Shut up.
I've just given up. I've really. Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
I will start here. Is everyone?
I'm not here. You remember? I don't have a link or whatever you want me to sign up to.
Yeah, you can. I'm gonna start now. Yeah, I'm gonna start now with both of you. Take your time. The link is in the watch channel. I can send it to you.
Oh, sorry. Mod channel. Yeah. Yeah, I saw.
Just
I got it.
sign up,
I
and
just.
once you signed up, yeah, you
Okay.
can catch up with us.
Yep, I'll have a look.
Yeah, just turn the volume on.
We already saw this.
we done with the Dorado? Okay.
Okay,
Ow.
I think I've joined. Wait, so here, if I like draw, how do I draw?
But you should
Okay,
do it.
so can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Nope, that's an X.
Yeah.
Rubber.
Gonna,
Lol.
just let me do everything. Okay. Just
Yeah.
like a bunch of views. Yeah. Yeah. But like ask me, not only click on it. Okay, good.
Fast forward a bit, maybe. Yeah. What is the composition we're running? Okay, there we go.
So good. Let's start up with our composition. Like
Now we're the dive tanks and
we're running double sniper.
Yep.
Good point on here. And the enemy team are running Orisa and double sniper. So we are almost have the mirror comp, except they have a Mercy and a Lucio, which is very low heal. They can't get the Orisa down. So when we just continue this video to see if they're not switching. So we have more healing and more spam with the Lucio. So what we're gonna do, we wanna spam down with the Hanzo, wanna spam down the Hanzo, wanna spam down the Orisa shield. No, Orisa can get like they have two single target heals, or like one single target heal and one slow
AoE.
heal, low heal, yeah, AoE
AoE.
heal, and so we're gonna do. They can't keep the Orisa alive, so we have dive tanks, but we want to make a slow fight. The faster the fight is going, the better it is for them. The slower the fight is going, the better it is for us. So let's see. We do. Like very bad angle right now. But I suppose our winners on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should have got more angles. Like
We got Widow there.
we traded. That's good.
We rest as well. There we just run over him. Yeah, we got point now. Divas.
There's like when we get them to chase when the tanks you both there get them to chase you and you have cooldowns like try to go back death ball from point. They can't retake with the Orisa. Like if they run the Orisa and she wants to come over there onto point, it's impossible for her because she gonna get spammed down and you're gonna have an easy kill. But you still I think you're still gonna get it.
First match? Fuck. You gotta wrestle. It's bubble. They switch over reset to Winston. We zoned them with the dragon. They zoned us. We Valk. During you got pick. We got
Patience
numbers.
game. This is like I don't know since these are their calls, but let's see this. The monkey just chase our widow for the whole fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Like they're not targeting anything, right? Because they let me just stay in the side room, just discord them. We just poke them down.
Yeah, this is right here. Let me go back. A sec. what Gint is doing here is very risky. Like, I don't know if you called it, but
don't
you're
think so.
flying very late, yeah. Grim, you're flying very late. Okay, yeah. Then it was a lack of communication.
Yeah.
But usually, if you just sleep in like this in 1, 2, 3, 4 enemies without the diva, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
But he has also,
He's thinking for himself he can go in and just come out of it, just poking him,
yeah.
try to get one, and then they can trade for it with the primal. But he's trying. Just Widow again. Gint got Mercy. There's a reset for them.
Still, like, they're doing so many more mistakes than you, so it looks like you're doing
The
way
fuck?
better.
Then we lost some phase.
Because they don't have a idea on what they're doing right now. They're just standing a joke. They're gonna mirror now. So what you gonna do here? Since Tofu isn't here, Grim, tell me what would you do? Yeah. Since the mirror, one thing, like you already said, you can do the tank rotation from one tank, like can you hop from down there, and one can jump there, and just allowing your DPS to get picks. Especially if you say, okay, I'm trusting, like for example, Hanfi on this point that you're gonna win the duel, then you can do this. Otherwise, if you think your DPS are much worse than theirs, you have to go really hard and aggressive. So
And
you
we have,
allow your yeah.
They have also trans like for defensive
Yeah.
purposes because they don't have no ult that like combos into something much damage.
So
It's
just
just
to
how
ask,
yeah,
do you have anyone ult tracking right now?
The Tofu.
Tofu, yeah. It's just
Okay.
like the
Mercy.
comms from this are from the enemy team. Since this is not our bot,
Yeah.
the enemy team did record it.
Oh, the comms are from the enemy team. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
So it's like hard for me to understand what the guys talked about. If they talk for a dive,
I can explain it because I like saw Winston jump up and I immediately discorded him, right? And McGinn just
yeah,
jumped after
that's
him.
good.
Because you see,
Another,
I'm up in the corner because I'm trying to hide from sniper
This-
sideline, so I can't peek in there anymore.
this is actually the third thing you can do here is counter diving. But it's only like rare that Winston in the mirror scenario would actually go for a dive, because it would, like, if you're going for a hard dive there, would open up so much space, you know. If for example Winston, they all came out from here, and for example you have the Hanzo here. If Winston would just leap over there, Hanzo would back away. You have the Widow there shooting at him, Hanzo shooting at him there, and Monkey and Diva jumping on him there, and yeah, it would just melt him. So it's very risky to go for a hard dive. If, like in the scenario I said, if you don't trust the DPS and you settle up for a hard dive, you need to be sure that you close the distance. Like you're not going for a leap from there over, rather than like moving up to there and seeing them, like their backline standing there, jumping to here to open up for your DPS. But it's a more risky choice. If you're sure that your DPS can handle the enemy DPS, then do the tank rotation and counter diving. Because one thing you always have to keep in mind is longer fights profit the defending team, short fights profit the attacking team.
Yeah, because we're building percentage for layer
Yeah.
testing.
It's like it's the same thing with compositions. Like you have, for example, if I draw here like small goat. Imagine this is a goat. Imagine this is a goat. Yeah.
Okay.
And then you have a. I'm gonna draw a gun. Uh, this composition is goats. This composition is poke, and then I'm gonna draw a wave. These are waves. Okay. Don't question me.
Spaghetti.
uh, these are waves. Okay. This is for dive. This is for poke, and this is for goats.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's come to goats. First composition, okay? Goats. What do you think? How would you? Do you want to do with goats? Do you want to go fast? Do you want to go slow? Do you want to take your time?
You want to go fast with goats.
You want to
Yeah.
go fast. That's right. The second composition is poke.
Poke, you're gonna go slow.
You're gonna slow, yeah. And dive.
Fast.
That's
Town?
it.
Dive is a mix of both.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, it's sometimes you wanna go very hard, and for example for counter dive, or for aggressive dive. But sometimes you wanna just do a how should I say, soft dive, where you jump up and jump immediately down just to create
Uh,
space. So it's natural that dive is the hardest to play of all three,
Because there's so much
because on the
coordination
other
with it.
ones, yeah, so much connection. Because
So basically just soft engaging.
it's just so you have to call either it's a hard dive. If I call like if there's a send and I'm monkey here on point, they call for a hard dive. I'm gonna go here and laser the send to death, you know. But if I call for soft dive, I'm gonna jump here and maybe try to get away. You know, it's a bad example. It's a soft dive you would rather do like jump up top of here and jump down again, so you don't like die immediately. But this is like a soft dive where just to create space, and the hard dive is to kill. So always have to keep in mind. What I always do is you look at your composition, look at the enemy composition. What is your win factor? If you're playing goats, go as fast as possible. Don't allow them any space. If you're playing like poke, take your time. Okay, if the enemies use their resources to get to you, it's good because you can use your resources then to kill them. So always play with brain, you know. Good. Let's continue this. Hello.
Ooh, with a 3-piece. Nothing we can do. Just stall.
Widow popped off there.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing here, on if it was your comms, you'd have made the call to regroup.
Yeah, of course.
I
If
tried
like
to stall
if you
twice
lose
or
if you lose if you lose two persons which are like necessary, and you're not about to get a trade off, then you call for regroup. If you don't have a like a like a nano blade or
Well,
something
that's
that
why
can
you
turn
say
around.
You see here we make it just jump out the hands of corpse and then
well, that would be where you'd say winnable or lost.
Yeah, it's either regroup or winnable. Like the thing is, your in-game leader or your shot caller says winnable. And like usually, what the first call is regroup, and the call regroup can be like, imagine if this is a call and this is the priority call. Like uh, if this is an in-game leader and then you have like uh, in-game leader and the shot caller, and then you have the other four small callers. So the big callers always have the more you know, they have the priority. And if they call for a regroup, for example, they say regroup, and then one of your small callers denies the call and says like no, winnable, you're gonna like, it's overriding the call basically. Know what
Yeah,
I mean?
that's the thing. There's a couple things I've learned. Like, if you're more confident that you think it's winnable and someone else thinks it's not winnable, just say it because if you say it, it's
Yeah.
better than not saying it. Also,
Agree.
I do quite like saying regroup at location. I do prefer that.
It's very good, yeah. What else did I want to say? It's the same thing with dive. Like on dive, you have the big cola. This is a monkey. Then you have all the other small colas. Like the big monkey, he calls for like I'm jumping this, I'm jumping that, and the others follow up. But if, for example, you have a small cola, you have a Sombra, and Sombra calls for a hack target, she can like override the call again because it's more valuable to jump the target as long as monkey jumps with it, you know. But usually
Yeah.
monkey has a priority to call stuff, but it can always be overridden by other callers. Like this scenario right now, you've gone for in textbook, it's a good play, but you executed it very badly. It's called baiting. Like
Yeah.
you know what baiting is, but like
Yeah.
the scenario, it was like some micro mistakes. You fought on point, everyone, and the monkey was fighting over here. It was okay. He got the pick, very good. All he wants to do is like he's in his primal rage right now. All he wants to do is either survive here and try to like get the Hanzo from shooting him. So like if the Hanzo is focused with the monkey on here, he's not gonna shoot on point. And you have the advantage since you have your own Hanzo shooting like D.Va and Lucio and stuff right here. And
And
you
he's
have the advantage.
uncontested as well.
Yeah, like he's focused on the monkey right now. So if, for example, the monkey decides to play a long fight on here and not get any damage, or to jump back if he's feeling not safe here, that's like the best thing you can do. But you don't want to get damage here. You want to distract Hanzo, the main priority of damage on this composition when Widow's dead. So like you're basically opening up space for your own DPS to kill things on a point. But since I think he got a lot of damage, he got a lot of damage there, and he might, I think, were you with him there?
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you were on the point of them, and
Yeah.
monkey, yeah,
I should have, because I think I trans because the monkey was only on our side of the point, and then trans up to the monkey because I was low in critical health.
yeah.
Then when trans
But
ended, I
you
would
you
get
should
stuck
be far in the back.
there. Yeah, it's true.
Mercy also shouldn't like if you wouldn't die here, Mercy would have flew over there. Now you're stuck there. Yeah, it was also a bad rest because it was not
Yeah,
winnable.
I can't run
this.
anywhere.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone for that res.
So really important that you call for a last fight right now. You probably ult-tracked and said that okay, they're close to D.Va Bomb, but we already have D.Va Bomb, so we can use D.Va Bomb. And the call last fight basically is now or never. It's very important for people to call it because sometimes it
You
even
just have one
happens to
ult
myself.
black.
Yeah,
You just have
you're
one ult
gonna
sitting
save a
there.
ult and say okay for next fight, and then you realize after your death, okay, it was actually last fight, and not gonna use it anymore.
So here, what I would have done as D.Va is I would have tried and make space by sending the ult on point because
Yeah.
it's almost 99. It's almost 100% capped. So there's no. So that's what you were saying about calling last fight. So invest all ultimates. Well, yes.
But he could have done it more smarter. Like setting the D.Va Bomb to create space is okay, but then you have to take the opportunity to do something about it.
Yeah.
Like what you're gonna do after you send the D.Va Bomb. also play. But since you have Hanzo on there, you can pressure the monkey so much that he has to use his bubble, you know? And also with Discord, like if the monkey gets discorded and there's a Hanzo somewhere around, he's not gonna live long without the diva. So he has to use his bubble, otherwise he's gonna drop down very fast. And after
Yeah.
his monkey bubble is down, you can send the diva bomb in, either to like in this case clear space on the ground, because like if you just send it there without the EMP or stuff, monkey can bubble it and they can still be on point. But if he uses his bubble, he either has to go out or you send the diva bomb in like an off angle where it hits like people on the point, people in the back. Or like either point or either back.
Yeah, so you could do like a 90-degree where you go 90 degrees and then go straight up and then falls down and blows up.
Yeah, also. See here,
Ah,
it is like. Did you drop instantly?
Okay.
It's like
got Widow, traded Widow, so they rest Widow. Got Monkey, traded Monkeys. Lost Widow. Basically lost.
yeah, that's you lost 2 full right in the beginning. That's
We
like
got the trade off, but they had a rest, so they got one up on us. I don't know.
It's where you get your own VOD recorder.
Mm. Fetish. Okay, so here we just switched it up with. Oh.
X.
Hey!
Wait, is this way fast?
We probably
No,
paused
it
the
wasn't.
recorder or something.
Like
Okay, so we're running basically Ransaria.
yeah, they were running same. No, with yeah, they played
They are
Reaper
running.
Goats. And why
We are
did you
just playing.
play Mercy on?
I don't know.
Just wondering.
Tofu. Yeah, because I was asked Tofu what I'm gonna play, and it's the Mercy, and I was like, confused as fuck. I follow what Tofu asked me to play. I don't know why I'm
Yeah,
playing Mercy.
I still don't understand the pick of the Mercy right here. Like even though the Reaper is fucking strong right now, he's strong on its own, so he doesn't like need any heal.
Ah,
Yeah, but like in the same
waste.
scenario, think about it. Discord Orb,
nothing for
would it
grab.
help more?
We're no defensive as well.
Yeah, we have you on Lucio.
Ah, okay, Lucia. Was.
If Dai was as playing as Mercy, I would probably probably would have picked Ana because of
Or-
the anti-nade against Reaper. That's just what I think.
So with Anna, you want to make long fights then. Like you have the advantage in healing.
I
You
guess.
both of you are running a very low single target heals with Zen and Mercy. Like and Zen, the enemy team has the first of all here they have the heal advantage and they have the damage advantage
Yeah.
from the Zen. You're like very split in the going.
Dragon is running at him, but he can't escape it, so it's easy. Oh, I guess.
Like what you want to do when you fail the wall twice right here. What you want to do if you fail the wall is just like not forcing to brawl them, because from looking at both comps, who
They
can
will
put
win the
one-
brawl because the brig
Yeah.
will heal more.
they have the brick, so they will win the brawl. So it's like no, if your key is like to wall them off
Yeah.
and to then fast engage onto them. The longer a fight goes, the more likely they will win since they have the brick.
Mm.
So you can take your time disengage, go around it, take your time, force them to like if you think a bit about it, if you go out and they intend to chase you and you wall them off there, you have like a 6 against 3 fight and you're gonna kill those 3, you know?
Yeah.
Like you don't have to force like even if the clocks is already here, like just give them 10%, 20%, but secure the win.
Mm. No. They are well got fucking rally as well. I know. Rhines are equal, Reapers are equal.
Also, I don't know what they're doing right here. Like
Yeah, just
it's
all over the place.
usually it's
Yeah.
usually it's about you and what review, but why would you go out of the point? You
I don't
guys run a May.
They were trying to like stand on bridge and then have high ground control, but they didn't like prepare for us to regroup so fast. Never insta grab them.
Yeah. Good wall, good graph, good follow up. I can't
Yeah,
blame
so
you.
now we're in cleanup. There we go.
It was clean.
Mm. Now we are holding right.
What's very important is that having the high ground here is optionally the like better position. Having the high ground here is the better position at all general. But since you run May, you wanna secure like you wanna the full potential of the May, okay?
Or the whole
So
corners.
no, like you if you have the high ground, you can brawl on this side. If they engage, you can brawl on this side, and you can brawl like jump down if they come right here. You know, this is why the high ground up here is so good, because if you hold down here, they can secure the high ground. They can like either brawl you here or brawl you back there, and you're fucked. You know? But if you have the May, all you wanna do, you don't wanna go poke as May. You wanna go like secure the most optimal wall. This is like your only goal. You wanna get a fatty wall.
Mm. For you using my ult with Lost Reaper. Huge shatter.
But like
Yeah, that was a huge shadow.
No. I don't have a like the
your
shatter.
Rhine,
Could you just
Shatter.
look at the shatter again? I just want to see who got shattered.
I can, yeah. But in general, you fighting on top of here right now is bad. Because what do you want to do with the May if they're not disengaging and going here? They have the better brawl comp, in general. So, like, first of all, you really split. So Rhine charge there, he can be back like in 3 seconds only. Then your May is right there. You can, like, the enemy team could have speed onto her or onto you both, which is more optional. You don't want to speed on the May right here. You want to speed on the fucking Zarya, who is like most damage in this scenario right now, since the Reaper is there. Yeah, so what you want to do is you want to fall back onto the point and try to use your May with the wall and get like you fight on the point, so you get those extra percentages. Like if you die on top of here, there's no way the May can stall on point, you know, for extra, let's say 8% or something. But it's more likely like if May can only place a wall like here, would split off this person from the other ones, but they can just walk around, you know. Not as useful as walling off. So like
Oh, jumped. The Reaper jumped.
yeah, this is why you got nothing out of it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
you
you
were
got
falling back.
their Rhine, their Zarya, and I think their Brig,
Lucio as well.
Lucio. But you
But
should
still.
have. I would have said Ryan first, then probably Brig.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was no way to follow up. It was a miscommunication thing. Because
Yeah.
if Gint wouldn't walk up here, shatter here, instead walking back with every one of you, he would have shattered on point. You would have gotten a.
We traded Ryan's, but we're still
But
in
still,
this.
like-
Durgan is coming back as Reaper.
Now you're doing it.
There you there. I got loose.
You know what I mean with fighting on a point to use your advantage with wall and stuff. This happened, yeah. You're actually so lucky that you got the trade off onto the Rhine. Otherwise,
No,
Yeah, otherwise
they
that would
would
have
have
been
raised
lost.
whipped it.
Yeah.
So like you can't always go for I'm better than the enemy. Especially like in a meta where teamwork is better than solo skill. Like
Just
it
to
was
ask
in
quickly,
Season 7. Yeah.
who you playing against?
Random.
Okay.
I don't know which SR was this. No.
Oh, so you
Perfect.
just like opened a custom game and asked for some.
Yeah. Usually like you go on a Discord and ask for scrim,
Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
then people join you and play against them just to train. Like you were way too slow on this. Like I told you, you wanna set up on here, and if you see them rushing like from main, you wanna instantly get the point presence top of here to get the good wall, to get like the
Yeah.
good positions. Like because in this like fight right here, they will just walk up on point and play the defender's side. Defender's
but
side is
you-
much easier than the attacker's side.
Yeah, but we also have Mail, right? And they have Trans, so we're gonna May freeze. Like we have an advantage in the ults, right?
Yeah, but still, it would be much
Yeah.
easier if you get a good wall point. So.
Yeah, that's forced out Mail. Here we have Grav again. There's Shatter. 3 ults. 4 ults with mine.
But it's okay, it's last fight.
It's last
Someone probably
fight.
called.
You grabbed, we shattered, we Ival and Mailed. Use 4. So yeah, but they have a huge advantage. We got like 3 ults in the fight, like you just purely want that ult advantage. Much better if you
On
ask.
goats. Yeah, like I said, if it works out for you both, why shouldn't it?
Yeah. Grim builds graphs like super fast in compared to Handfido with defense.
Bless you.
That sneeze. Wahoo! It's Michael Jackson. Oh. Oh. Traded. Yeah, but we got Ryan, like we have the advantage and then you got numbers.
Let's
No.
rewind
Uh,
this. Yeah, it's rewind time.
No. Bury that shit, yeah. Nah, that's not hot. Hell.
First of all, let's look at the comps again. So we have
We are running the same.
whatever this is, Genji 3.
So, the only question I have is why did you go for the Mercy pick?
I still don't know.
I ask this. We don't have our main shot caller here. We don't have him here right now, so he can't
Oh.
explain why.
Yeah, the
Um,
guy who said that Yimai should go Mercy is here right now.
Who's the leader? Just asking.
Did Lucio Tofu?
Lucio. Okay. Tofu. Yeah.
It's like the guy who texted. Yeah.
Oh, he's
He's
here
like-
though.
He,
Oh no, he's gone now.
He's on the airport, so he has bad connection. I don't
Was
know.
traveling,
But
he was
yeah,
traveling.
Tofu is the game
In-game
leader. Yeah, and
Okay.
Gint is shot call. So the main tank. You're
He's
not?
in-game leader.
No, like, but I did you figure it out? Because I wasn't there last time. Are you? Yeah, Grim. I mean, if
Yeah.
you're shot calling, it's okay. Like, I only know that I told Gint if he can shot call, but he said like he's not that vocal. But
Then
yeah.
then Grim should do it actually.
Yeah, then
If
Grim
Gint
is
is
the
not doing
top.
it, then Grim should.
Just yeah. Okay, good. That's Aircom. You wanna have a very have standard tanks, brawl tanks. They have Genji, Anna. They wanna like
Nano
these
blade.
two function together. These two function together, and you have the Lucio, who's functioning with the
Nice.
tanks, and then you have the Kree, who's like
Kree is like the
working
defensive
with them.
option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have like
Anti-flankers.
Yeah, you have-
Just is peel for for support.
that's the problem in this comp. You know, you see these 3 packs. You have the 2 healers, plus the Kree who work together. Then you have the both tanks, and then you have Genji. Like Genji, you see when you circle them down, which people belong together. You see that Genji doesn't fit like that, so it's out of sync. What you could you do against this? Yeah, like you could, for of course, yeah, you could add a brick. A brick would function with the tanks
Yeah.
and also with the supports, of course, but more like with the tanks, and you have the 2 groups there. Or you could throw in a diva. You could throw in a hawk. You can throw it like whatever. But Genji is like the only thing Genji can do here is like function with the Ana with the nano blade.
Yeah, he's just poke to just farm blade and just get nano. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good one.
I play a lot of Hammond. Way too much. Oh. No.
What are you doing, Scott?
No. Yeah. And then you have dual tanks together who work good with the Mei, who's like in this, and work good with Reaper. Like all clear space, boost on it. This is why the Lucius still on this group. And then it's like the Mercy. I don't know what she's doing.
He's the fucking wild pick. I don't know.
Yeah. If we like, for example,
I
it's
know
it's like your playstyle.
So
The most optimal pick on this would be Sen,
Yeah.
because you can get like you said you played it for damage boost, but Sen
I
can
did,
also give the Tofu said for damage boost, but you can also like do it for you can do the Discord, which is basically the damage boost just on a target.
Yeah.
Plus
it's less
Sen does
dangerous.
a ridiculous amount of damage. Plus he has a defense ultimate.
Mm.
If you throw in an Ana, you can go for more single target heal, so you can go for more brawls and slower fights, or fast fights with the anti-nade.
So my quick
So,
question
yeah.
is, how is the Lucio playing? Is he going to be peeling for the Mercy? Actually, no, she doesn't need that much peeling because she has mobility.
Yeah, she has mobility. But usually Lucio in this position is like peeling for Sen or Ana either.
Yes.
And with these he wanna go he basically Lucio is like you wanna you wanna deny the enemies from getting onto certain places on the map. And also like function with these 4. This is like why I also like circled him. You wanna speed boost with them and brawl against the target, say Waldorf. So enough talk. Let's see how you do this.
Not following Ryan Shield.
Yeah.
Like have you just run
Immediately.
around the Huntfield, like get insta-stunned by McCree. Ice block. So as well.
You guys are back there. She's there. She's like out of. It's either like I don't know what you call, but if you go for aggressive, you're either playing way too slow.
I thought
This
he
one?
tried to like get an aggressive wall
Yeah, yeah.
just to get him off.
But like almost every play is good as long as you're talking about it. Because like if you wanna go super hyper aggressive, like Ryan would just like and not fight there against enemy Ryan. He
Yeah.
would just don't give a fucking go over there to save the Mei,
So just a
So-
quick thing.
Yeah.
Is the person who's playing May here in the chat or
Nope.
the whatever?
No.
No. So all I would say to them is, I know it wasn't very possible to do here, but try and ice block on the point to make some space, because you
What,
can
on the
block
sides, you mean?
doorways and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like she got flashbang
Yeah.
and Billy has to go onto ice block. Yeah, no, it's not panicking. It's like you don't want to fight against the new McCree hammer, so you have to go into ice block immediately. Because if you don't wouldn't have gone into ice block, you would have gotten right clicked and that. Like, but she releases ice block like
Too early.
Yeah.
early for
She
you
should have
guys to
tried and
pull out.
recovered a little bit more health.
Yeah. And the wall just gave us so much space, and then we can catch Ryan off with Reaper.
Yeah, but this is a problem. Like what I said at the beginning, you have this team, and Reaper can't like stay away from you. Either you guys you have to all push, and McGint has to trust. Even if he drops low, he has to trust like his other teammates that he's not gonna get overrun. So you all stand here and can back away to the side. Yeah, it was low. But still, sometimes you have to trust that you're not gonna die. Like even secure space on the point to enable Dorogon. Probably don't want to touch.
They are just trying to poke. Sorry, at the build fast grabs.
So once again, who has the faster comp here? Who has the slower comp? It's a tricky question.
Well, I don't know, because they have the McCree, and you've got like a Reaper and May, but you both have Lucio's, so it's kind of hard to answer.
They have Anna. They have
I
Mist.
think I'm not sure because they have an
No.
Ana as well.
We have the faster because they have Anna.
Usually, you have the faster comp, but this is a trick, okay? You like what they're gonna do. We talked about this in the beginning. They have the Ana and they have the Genji, and they want to poke. Ryan take a little bit of damage, so Ana can like get her juice up, and Genji gonna throw some shuriken so they can get the blade off. But for playing the McCree and the Brawl tank, if they're standing there and not hard engaging, the worst thing you can with your comp, like this scenario, you can't go fast. Like if you push in, you get punished.
Yeah,
On this,
McCree
yeah.
stun. That's
and
gonna hurt.
And Anna
May
just
can-
standing in the backline, just healing in free.
So you have the
Faster.
faster comp, but you need to play slower. You need to force mistakes on this one. This is why I said it's tricky. You have them, you need to have point presence, not show your bodies, to not peek and not do the poke, you have them to force them to overextend and to like either a Genji get into the Mei freeze or like a tank walking in and getting walled off. Let's see how you play this. Usually the best thing, they don't want to engage right now with their tanks. Not hard engage. This was like very risky one. Wouldn't have done this against the composition.
Will grab.
But that's
Kind of.
the thing they did wrong because they went straight into main instead of like Genji going over here, and this is why it's so hard to play a Genji on this because it's desync. The brawl tanks wanna brawl, and the Genji is like, nah, like
You wouldn't have
I'm
the range
broke.
from Brave from. You don't want to get caught in like.
And also the Kree couldn't do nothing because you made such a fast fight. See if
So
you
here,
went
I'm
over.
guessing Mercy dies because of flashbang.
Yeah, flashbang
Yeah.
headshot body.
Kree is always such a one pick. I'm gonna fuck you up and then I die. At least.
Yeah, we
They
just use
invested
Grav.
nothing.
We are
Yeah.
building, and we are building like a Reaper ult and my ult there. We have
Okay,
both
Mercies.
and defensive and Valk. The Valk.
What you can do on here. Did you ult track that they blade?
I don't remember, honestly.
Probably. Okay. If you know that they blade and they have these tanks, as Mei, it's very important for the main now to let the blade come in, then wall.
Wall them off. Yeah.
Yeah. Then everyone just turns around. First of all, he didn't get the nano, so it's like easy to kill. And if you like, if more people come in, like they're gonna just pressure your Rhine while the Genji pressures the other people. So most likely your Rhine dies and Genji gets 1 or 2 kills off.
Yeah. Did
You wanna?
flashbang?
Yeah.
Yeah, when he's not nano boosted, you can probably get a nice cold headshot off and then follow up.
Yeah.
But then he
Or
gets nano boosted and he'll get healed back up.
Yeah, the McCree
Leave a
flash.
bubble there.
Yeah.
So
But-
then they follow up with an anti-nade.
Yes. But it's not bad to realize that you've lost the fight.
No.
Everything except Valk here didn't use anything. So you have Rhine ult, you have Mei ult, you have Reaper, you have Beat. You could have used Speed. It would be okay decision, yeah.
And if
Would
you
be
had
o-
a Zen, if you had a Zen, you would have been able to use Transcendence
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Since you had 2, you're gonna have to go easy.
And then they would have had to use the nano boost. True.
I think it was a misplay from Dan that to not nano boost, because usually you want to nano there, but they still did like misplay, but turned out fine. Yeah. So it's important for you to realize that you keep your ultimates to say that the fight is lost, not like go for a crazy hero play and I don't know, shatter 3 persons and then die.
Yeah.
So just keep your ultimates, go back next fight because they just used. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean now with the Mercy pick. Like if you would have played a Sen, you could have Trent some point. And if you would have played Anna, you could like do a combo with the Reaper and stuff now.
Yeah.
With Mercy, like you can't really do stuff.
Everybody takes so much damage. There, the force of the grab. We use 2 ults for it.
It was like it's okay to use his ultimates there. But what you have to do is focus on this Reinhardt.
Yeah, he's not. Reaper just need to get healed and focus.
Was
You're
Lucio
fine.
Resable, or was he too far in the back line? Front line?
I can't. He's in the stairs. He's in the stairs. Like, it's impressive.
Okay.
But you see, see at the bottom Mercy ult, right? You see, I already have Valky again. So Valky's like an ult you can just throw out the window, cause yeah.
Good
That's
wall.
a
Good wall.
nice one. He shattered as well,
Good block.
and we're just running him down.
Actually,
Yeah,
really good for you to not concentrate on the Genji right here.
because I'm healing everybody. He can't pick anybody off except if they get naded, right? Because I'm just healing the rest of them afterwards.
Like the Genji was a bait, and you just ignored him and moved on to the point. Like once the Rhine dies, what is your next priority target?
Sorry.
Of course.
Or-
Or the Creel, like. But you don't want to like target Lucio or Genji in this scenario if he doesn't play it. Like now it's okay. He's the only person.
Mm. Yeah. They're just waiting. Yeah, we have beat like for Blade.
Yeah, you have two big ultimates right here, and you have the beat. Good.
They have no. Yeah. They have no diva to like stop the grabs. We just grab them for free. I don't think so.
Usually, what would you if you have those two ultimates? What do you use first?
Grab.
Why?
Mm.
If you
they-
use grab
hey,
first,
let me take. If they don't have a diva, the grab is like the better option. If they do have a diva, you should try to get a shadow first.
yes, but think about this. If you grab first, Zarya charge goes to 0, Rhine charge with 100 stays 100. He shatters, his one goes to 0, Zarya charge maybe goes to 20 or 30. If
Ah.
you, yeah, or
Yeah,
maybe
but-
more. Like
Yeah.
depends on the shatter. If you shatter first, like a risky shatter, you shatter, charge goes to 0, you get maybe one or two
Yeah.
picks off.
Yeah, then Ryan builds
Like
ultimate
if
and
you,
grab again.
yeah,
I see.
and
Yeah.
Zarya grabs, goes to 0, Ryan swings in, gets it to 80 or 100. Like you can.
Yeah. Like. Like
Yeah,
if
but
we,
what
we
is
have
100% safe shatter?
like
Well, here, if you have a look, they have the only way to stop a shatter is mostly the flashbang or the Zarya bubbles.
Or just shielding?
Or
with
well, they
Yeah, like
remember they're
we're soon done. Derv is running in. They get nano.